Welcome back, friends. It's the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter. We are definitely doing half-ass crafts today. We are going to play with the color cube. How are we going to play with the color cube? I don't know, but we have to find the colors first. I don't know. You know, I thought, let's play with the gel plate, and maybe we will. And then I thought, ooh, I could make an art journal page using just the colors that are on, like a big art journal page, not the little art journal, with just these colors. But then I thought, you know, it'd be way more fun is if I chose the colors and then I had to figure out what am I going to do with them. So let's pick colors because picking colors is fun. So, all right, here we go. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find this. I'm going to find a spot. I'm going to slide this in. I'm going to get the card behind it. And that's the card that we are going to use. And I can't see anything. Don't worry. You may think that I'm cheating. I'm obviously not cheating because I don't think that I would have picked these colors. I would have picked bright, crazy colors. Okay. All right. All right. Very fall. Making a fall something or another, y'all. Making a fall thing. All right. Here's the colors. They are mimosa, olive, copper, rust, and dark burgundy. I mean, that just really looks like brown, but okay. We can call it burgundy. All right. Let me go get some stuff and we'll see what we're going to make with this. Okay, we're back. All right. I dug around and this is the best I could come up with. I think what I'm going to do is probably mix a little bit of this olive paint into this Naples yellow hue and hope that I get something similar to that. But I did find very close matches. This one is actually called olive and that's called olive. So, hey, but I know what I'm going to do. Are you ready? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set this off to the side and hopefully this time I don't get it all covered in gunk. We are going to, let me put all these over here. We are going to work in this art journal, which I started it for Wanderlust, but then I just kind of started making backgrounds in it. If you remember, I did some of these backgrounds. Oh, I did that lady in here. And I actually kind of want to do something similar. I'm looking to see where the other ones are, but clearly I don't know. Let me give you a flip through real fast. Huh. Okay. These are all Wanderlust. Well, that's not. Y'all remember that. Anyway, so this was one that I did. I'm going to do something similar to this, I think. I think what I want to do is I want to create a page in my art journal. I want to use these colors and then I'm going to go and dig around in my collage soup piles. They're just piles of collage soup books and printables. And I want to find a focal point in there that goes with these colors. So we started with a constraint, which was you have to use these colors. I got the colors. I decided that I wanted to use paint because that's where I had the colors. I mean, I probably had them in maybe watercolor pencils or something, but definitely want to use the paint. So let's do that. And I think what I want to do, I'm going to save the dark and I think I'm going to start with the light. Whoa. Yeah. And I want to go get a stencil. So this is me creating in real time. I don't have a plan because I think some folks think I have a plan all the time. My glue book Saturdays, I have a plan only because we would just be here for 4 hours while I'm digging through all of my stuff. But these things I don't have a plan for. I just make them. I just sit around and I play and then I see what happens. So let's just do this. We're YOLOing the heck out of this whole kit and caboodle. So hang on to your butts, folks. I don't know where it's going. I have no idea. How is everyone? How is everyone doing? I feel like I haven't really had the time to make a video like I have wanted to. Work is amazing. I really am like genuinely really enjoying it. Well, that's interesting. I have a lot of paint here. I am like having a ton. I don't think I've had fun at work in probably 10 years. And I've just really been having fun at work. And it has probably ended up cutting into my crafting time a little bit, but that's okay. It's no big deal. Because I'm having fun. I'm not miserable at work at all. But I do have moments where I'm like, I just want to go in my art room and I just need everyone to leave me alone, please. And that's fine too. All right. So all I've done is covered this page with the yellow and the green. I know. Somebody's like, that's baby poop, yellow, green. Well, it is. But it's the colors that we chose. So this is where we are. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, you know what I have? I have this, which I believe is burnt sienna, and this is burnt sienna. So actually, I think we can stamp. So let's get a stamp. All right, if you watched my latest thrift haul, you know that I found this cool stamp at the thrift store, so we're gonna use it on this page. But first I want this to be dry, so let me dry this. It's pretty dry, actually. Okay, and then I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna ink this up. This, I got this. Oh, just love my channel and I love y'all because you're gonna be excited when I say I got this at on my Hobby Lobby haul video from last year. If you remember, they had a big clearance section or clearance sale because they were like, I don't know, getting rid of their paper crafting supplies or something. I don't really know. Anyway, they had a huge clearance sale and like a bunch of stuff was 50% off. And this I got, I think it was 50% off, if not more, but it's a lot of fun. I love it when I can use that stuff, see? And then I get to tell y'all about it and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that video too. That's right. I was there. You were there. That's right. All right. There's that. And then I'm going to do a little bit there, but I'm going to come down here. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then that side. Ooh, nice. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to dry this. I really wish my table wasn't so wobbly. It's very wobbly. Okay, I'm gonna hit this with the heat gun. Be right back. Okay, I smeared the ink that was still wet. I just smeared it with my fingers because I actually really like the way that looks. Because now it looks a bit grungier. Okay, now I'm gonna set that off to the side. And then we use this one, but I could still use it if I need to. And then we have this one, which is a lighter brown color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at my art crayons. So I think Wild Honey might be too, yeah, that's too yellow. It's not quite, it needs to be orangey. What is this? Spiced marmalade. That might be orangey enough. Let's see if I have a better one. So we're gonna hold on to that one. And then Wild Honey is too something something. What's this one? Ooh, Rusty Hinge. Oh, that may be closer. That's way closer. Okay, Rusty Hinge it is. So I've got this distress crayon, and what I want to do is I think I just want to draw just kind of scribble a little on here. And then, yeah. And then I just want to kind of do this. I think I'm going to make it like the border. Oh yeah, okay. But I don't want to use my finger because I don't know what chemicals are in here. So I'm going to see if I can use this little makeup sponge thing. And I might need to wet it. Yeah, let's wet it. Trying things. Half-ass crafting over here. I don't know what y'all do, but I am... Ooh. Well, that just came up. That just takes it up. That's too much water. Okay, all right, that's fine. Let's do this. Let's run this down and run this across here, like so. There's a little bit of water in there. A little bit of water. All right. Y'all watching any good TV? I have watched a little bit of TV here and there. I've been mostly just... Yep, put the water down first. Okay, now we know. Put the water down first, then rub it in. Put the water down. All right, we're gonna put water, run it there, and then we're smudging it in. Isn't this what you do with makeup? I don't know, I don't wear makeup, so I wouldn't actually know. I feel like I wore makeup in my 20s, and then I was like, F this mess. Absolutely not. Ooh, it's very interesting when you have lots of water. Let's try a little spritz of water. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. This is a very orangey page now. Interesting. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna put the lid back on this crayon. Luckily, those crayons, you can twist them down, so that's awesome. This is aged mahogany. I wonder if this, no, it's more red. So here's our color, and the aged mahogany is actually a bit more red, I think, than this color is. So this is rust. So that doesn't really work. That's too red. All right, we're gonna leave it like this. And now I'm going to go and see if I can find some, you know what? I have this Shabby Shutters Distress Oxide Spray, and I think that that's a good color for mimosa. Almost. Do I have a better color for mimosa? Oh, I hear somebody yelling out, crushed olive. Do you have crushed olive, but it's more olive than mimosa, but maybe it would work for the mimosa. Let's try it. Okay. So now what we've done is we went from all paints to paints and inks to paints and inks and art crayons. And now we are going to use some distress spray. Why not? Why not? I want to just... There we go. All right, and then I want to spray that with water to activate the oxide part. All right, I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'm gonna dry it, I think, with Yeah, I'm gonna blot it. Why am I blotting? Because that's gonna give me really interesting patterns, because it's also taking up some stuff. So now I'm going to dry it with my heat tool and I'll be back. We interrupt this fast forward to bring you that I actually want to try the shabby shutters. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want lighter colors. And as you can see, when you oxidize the crushed olive, it does turn lighter, which is cool. It's kind of close to the mimosa color, but I definitely, yeah, it's a bit more green than I wanted, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to spray this with water. And then I will blot some up, and then I'm gonna dry it with the heat tool again. Okay, be back. Okay, look at this. This is pretty yummy. I will not lie. I like that a lot. I actually really like that this, the crushed olive, I believe, came out to be almost like a light teal color. And now I kind of wonder if I should spray some blue in here. But then I'm going off script, so I can't do that. So here's ideas that I had. So I thought, what if I use this lady, because she has this bright orange hair. I thought, oh man, she would work. But she would need like a bunch of other stuff with her, and I think she should be a 2-page spread. So not her. Let me go, I'm gonna go dig through my collage soup stuff. I have a lot of collage soup stuff, y'all, so this is gonna be a minute. So for you, it's just gonna be like seconds, but I'm gonna go dig through my collage soup stuff, and then we'll come back and see what we can do with this. It'll be fun. Okay, friends, so I found this lady, and I'm gonna cut her out. And then I found these friends that she can have in the background or around her. Maybe I'll put the little crow right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go cut all of this out, and then I'll be back. And if you're wondering why I chose a collage soup focal point rather than one of my many awesome magazines, it's because I can't bring myself to cut up my awesome magazines just yet, but I'm getting close, so it's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna go cut all of these things out, and then we're going to put them on here and see what beautiful thing we can make. All from one card that said, use these colors. And I said, okay, and here we are. Be back. Okay, friends, you didn't watch me do this, but I wanna show you what I was doing. So I was laying out my focal pieces, and I was like, this is really boring and I need something else. And then I thought, well, you know what? What if I did some strips of book page on the back, which does look good. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But then I thought, you know what I'm missing is I'm really missing like the green. The green isn't coming out. And so I thought, what if I spray a book page and then tear it into strips? And so I sprayed this book page with crushed olive and shabby shutters. I put it on my little, I have a scratch sheet of paper that I just put things on, and it kind of picked up some of the other colors that were in there, but this side turned out so well because it has this like raw sienna color in it. So I thought this is going to be our olive and mimosa. See, mimosa is very similar to old book page color. So I know I'm super stoked by all of this as well. The one thing I do want to do is I want to cut off some of this here, this margin. So I'm going to cut that, and it doesn't have to be perfect or neat. I'm not looking for that. I'm just trying to get this out of the way. And then I'm going to tear these pieces like this to give myself I'm going to flip this one over, and I'm going to put that one there, and then I'm going to peel this one and flip it over. Yes. And then we can put all of our little elements in here and see how they fit. Yes, yes. Okay, I just wanted to show you about that book page. I'm gonna go see if these are the elements that I want, and then I'll come back and we're gonna glue everything down. Okay, friends, we're going to glue. How excited are you? Look, that rhymed. I didn't even mean to. Poet didn't know it. Rhyme every time. Dr. Seuss on the loose. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, which is Dina Wakley's gel medium. Full disclosure, I'm not a huge fan of this gel medium, but I got some bottles of it for free. So I have a bunch of it and I'm just going to use it. For some reason it was dyed a color and it wasn't supposed to. They were supposed to be white. So anyway, somehow I ended up with some of it. Who knows how the world works? Who knows? Weird, strange things happen all the time. So I'm going to use this gel medium, which is just like, you know, the Liquitex matte gel medium or whatever, which I do like, by the way. Love the Liquitex. Good stuff. Good stuff, that Liquitex. Good stuff. So I'm just going to glue all of this stuff down. Now you'll notice that the spray stains and things are moving, right? So that's why my matte gel medium is looking yellow, and that's okay. I don't mind that. It'll dry, it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. I am kind of worried about this. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna put these down. So zoop, zoop. So what all have we learned today? We have learned we can just start playing. You don't have to have a plan. I didn't really have a plan. I just started playing. I told you I'm going to create a constraint for myself and it's going to be the colors, and away I went. And that's all you have to do too. I have a lot of people, a lot of y'all will comment and say things to me about how hard it is to get started. And all I can tell you is just go make a mess. Like sometimes I just come up here and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I just make a mess. I do have the added bonus that I can, I got to put this down first. I have the added bonus that I can say, oh, well, I'm going to make a video, right? And then I have a constraint. I'm making a video for you all. So now I have this like automatic constraint and I have to make a video, right? So I can't really be like, oh, never mind, and walk away. So I do have that to hold myself accountable, but you don't need to have that. You can still just play. And sometimes that's all I do. I just start playing and then I'll get an idea and then I turn the camera on and away we go. See, I'm not like sitting at home in my living room thinking, what video am I going to make today? Oh, I know. I'll make a bloopity bloops about bloppity blops. That never happens, like at all to me. Anyway, maybe it happens to other people. It does not happen to me. I usually have to come up here, hem and haw for a few hours, figure out what do I want to do? How do I want to do it? What's the best way to do it? Is this going to work? Blah, 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 blah. Speaking of working, this was not a good. Bad plan, Laura, bad plan. Dee-doo, dee-doo, dee-doo. That's the bad plan alarm. That's what it sounds like. Dee-doo, dee-doo, dee-doo. It just means there's a bad plan happening right now in front of your eyeballs. So sorry about that. So if you are on the Facebook group, oh my gosh, there have been so many wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things posted on the Facebook group lately. If you're not on the Facebook group, I would ask that you please check it out. It's fabulous. And, you know, join if you want to. You certainly don't have to. So I've picked up a lot of this green, which is interesting. So I'm going to try to put it back down a little. Oh, that's cool. She is neat. And then shenanigans. It's all right. We can slide this little bird under there. So, yeah, I would love it if y'all would follow me on Instagram. I'm posting, I'm doing the full deck challenge this year. So I am posting, every Monday. There's a reel that goes up where I do the full deck challenge, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been having fun with it anyway. So there we go. So if you would follow me on Instagram, that would be super neato cool, because then I would have more followers, because I don't have very many at all. It's a pretty sad existence. People are probably like, does anybody even know that you exist, lady? Why are you even on the internet? So, you know, and I like to be like, I have friends. They're just on the other social media place. They're just not here. I mean, I do have friends on Instagram. Don't get me wrong. I have friends. But I definitely have a lot more people over here than on Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram. The link's below. It'll be a lot of fun. Maybe. I hope. I really want to do something with, I think I'm just going to put this right up here. Just like that. There we go. And I'll draw his little antenna on when they dry. So don't worry. All right, I'm going to let all of this dry, and I'm going to outline it. And then I kind of feel like I want to have like a word here, but I don't think that I have a word that would go there. But maybe I'll go look. Let's do that. I'm going to let this dry. I might even dry it a little bit with my heat tool. I think I want to outline everything, and then I'm going to see if I have like some sort of word or something to go here. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have outlined her, and I want to take my little water brush pen here thing. I don't know, it's a water brush. And I'm going to go over, I used a Stabilo All, and I used a black one around her, and I used an orange one around all of her friends, her little creature friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to activate this Stabilo to give her a nice drop shadow, basically. Nice little outline. And then I might do, let's see, let me clean this brush off. I might do the orange ones as well. So I used orange because, you know, orange was kind of one of our colors, and I wanted all of the creatures to sort of pop on their own regard and not necessarily be outlined in black like she is. So I'm just trying it, because I don't know if it's going to look right or bad or weird or whatever. And it doesn't matter. This is an art journal. So, you know, you make your art, you look at it, you go, huh, okay. And then you move on, because there's more art to make, because it's a whole journal and you got to fill it up. So you can't sit around on one piece for too long worrying about it. At least that's what I think. I mean, maybe you can, maybe you want to. I could, for sure, totally, 100%. I could sit here and be like, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, and I'd rather do this, and I should have done that. And I could even be like, I don't like it, and rip it out. But I won't let myself do that, because to to me, that's an art temper tantrum. I think Creative Paula calls them that. She says that she has art temper tantrums. My favorite was when she was like doing a voiceover on one of her videos, and she said, I don't know why I didn't like this, but I really hated this when I made it, and I almost ripped it out of my sketchbook, but then I left it in, and then when I came back to edit this video, I realized it's actually really cool. So I don't know what was wrong with me. And I'm like, you know what? That's how I feel too. I remember making a piece of art a year or two ago, and I thought it was garbage, and then I showed it to somebody, and they were like, I think that might be my favorite piece that you've ever done. And I was like, what? And then I looked at it with new eyes, and I was like, I guess it is cool. So I found a little sticker from Art by Marlene, and I put that here. I also used the matte gel medium here, or gel medium, I guess, to put the sticker down, because I'm not sure that the sticker would stick on all of this acrylic paint and dyes and inks and all that. So, all right, we did it. We made this beautiful art journal page. What do you think? Yeah, she's cool. I like her. Set yourself free, y'all. Set yourself free in your art. Because now, once this page dries, I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to do something else. Am I going to do this? I don't know. These are ugly, but you know, if I put enough stuff on them, you won't even see them. So it doesn't even matter. And that's the beauty of art journaling. So there we go. Here is the colors that we used. This is the color card. It is number 309. Here's all the colors. And there's the page. I think I did pretty good. I think I was pretty dang close. I mean, even her dress is matching the rust color. So, I mean, the yellow is a little bright, but psh, who cares? Orange, I mean. The orange is a little bright, but psh, who cares? All right, there we go. I really appreciate y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed working with the color cube. I think I'm just going to keep using the color cube because I always have a hard time picking out colors because I want to use them all. So this is way better because it makes me have to just use some of the colors. So there'll be more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. All of that stuff really helps me. It doesn't cost you anything. It's all totally free. I just need you to click your mouse or tap your finger or waddle around on your remote. Is that, I don't know what it's called. What is it called? It's not waddling because that's something different. That's what penguins do. What do you do with your thumb and you like click the remote all over? You just click it, click your remote. Okay, cool. So couldn't find that word because it's been a minute. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you do. And I hope that you are having a little bit of inspiration from my half-ass crafting. Bye.